I must record what's been going on. Give the world the answers it needs so it doesn't fall prey to what's been released down here. But first I need to worry about myself, find a way out of here, and work out how to kill these worm things. Professor observations. The creatures are indeed larger than had previously been recorded. The juveniles seem to still be growing far beyond their natural limits, although the adults have now expired. I will watch with interest to see what the lifespan is of these particular subspecies. The worms appear to have 3 senses, as would be validated by previous research: taste, smell, and an extremely sensitive sense of touch, which allows them to detect vibrations in the rock the same way that the human eye senses beams of light and processes them into spatial images. Their natural prey is insects smaller than themselves, and heaven help those insects, because the worm is a vicious and efficient killer. He's wrong. They have no sense of smell. Today I attempted to distract them with a concoction I found lying around, but to no avail. However, it does seem that they detect movement via vibrations, which would explain how they can see in the dark. Damn, there's almost no way to escape them down here. I'm in their territory now. Lifespan is 3 days and counting. I can still hear them outside the wall. As an extra precaution, I've locked myself in the smaller study area connected to the main lab room. If they get through that wall, I doubt this door will stop them, but it's better than nothing. Barely. Conclusions from the Professor. This subspecies of genus Rhizophila is highly adaptive for the environment. If released above the surface, it seems likely that it would quickly destroy the existing rockworm population, and soon after that, the population would grow to a size far outstripping its own food supplies. Given its increase in size and lifespan already, due to unknown conditions, I would hypothesize that the worm, if left in such conditions for a reasonable period of time, perhaps 3,000 to 4,000 years, could grow up to a further 3 inches, making it a total of almost 1 foot long. However, should these conditions change or indeed magnify, physical evolution could occur far more rapidly. Yeah, no shit. It's the 5th day here, and I swear they've begun to surround my location. I can't tell whether or not they have breached the wall I built, but I'm certain they've entered whatever area surrounds this room. The future looks increasingly bleak. I intend to record here the events of the past year, but the hope that perhaps what occurred could be contained or driven away. Now I realise I could write all I wanted. No one will ever make it down here to read it. So why write this now? Good question. I have no answer. All I do know is I'd rather take my own life than die at the jaws of those hideous monsters. I've tied a noose. Those monsters may feed on my corpse, but they won't take my life. Huh. Oh, it's grim, isn't it? Oh, I love it. It's so grim. Yeah, I may as well check out that hole. Hopefully I won't be dragged into it. From the debris, I'd say something huge broke into the room not too long ago. There's blood and slime everywhere. Indeed there is. Maybe that guy didn't get to kill himself. I haven't seen a noose. Yep, it's a big old hole. I wonder if that's where I'm meant to go. Nah, can't get in it. Well, I'm glad I ain't going down there. Get out of the way. Nothing in there. And nothing in there from the looks of it. Whoa, what's that? So much death and disease down here, I suppose slugs were an inevitability. Yeah, fuck, there's loads of them. How the hell did I not notice him? Ooh, light switch. Okay. I was not expecting that. There's writing scrawled everywhere. Must be an ultraviolet ink. Definitely the product of a deranged mind, but whose? Right, let's try and read some of this. They left the blood is deep, head is lying. The darkness eats point or paint in HD. What? What? Flesh feeds, maybe? No light? God, this is just all over the place. I'm surprised that you didn't bother to write on that one wall. Such wasted space.
While you hunt for those delicate, melt-in-your-mouth mousy morsels, there are places you should not go, for fear of death. The Reaper lives here, just like you and I. And just like you and I, he must ingest the living flesh of those less fortunate. There is a small place that I do not want you to visit, even on your holidays, because it is dark and evil place that I've been. When the darkness has overwhelmed my small decaying mind, some bad things flowed from my mind and through my pen. The brilliant blue ink itself seemed to turn to blood to my grace. And by the way, should you turn peckish, red is at its finest sautéed with a little engine oil.
So he wrote all that shit. So did he write the other stuff? I don't know what to make of Red. He's a complete fucking whack job. I mean, that's clear. I'm going to save it and call it quits for now. Oh, I thought I'd done this already. A cohort, a man with no name. It is he who opens this gateway to hell. A grin on his face. He's terrible indeed. He watches the men rife and turn. Still father looks on, something vital in his hand. And with that, I'm going to call it a night. I felt something that time, but I didn't feel before, but I'm sure it's always been there. It's as if a small part of me is still trapped inside the artifacts. So yeah, I'm going to call it quits. Ta-ra.